Welcome to the Cosmic Comic Corner. Today we're going to talk about one of my most favorite comic book series. Fictional characters can be made relatable by grounding their struggles in universal human experiences, such as the battle between hope and despair or the search for meaning in a chaotic world. Especially in a grim setting, these characters can reflect familiar emotions like fear, regret, or the desire for redemption, allowing readers to connect with their journey. By giving them complex motivations and inner conflicts, fictional characters can evoke empathy despite the otherworldly and often bleak circumstances they inhabit. A prime example for this is anti-hero Jackie Estacado, better known as The Darkness. The Darkness is a fantasy comic book series created by Mark Silvestri, Garth Ennis, and David Walt. It debuted in 1996 under Top Cow Productions. The series revolves around an ancient and malevolent force known as the Darkness, which is passed down through generations of hosts, granting them immense, often terrifying powers. Central to the narrative is Jackie Estacado, a mob enforcer who inherits this sinister power on his 21st birthday, thrusting him into a world of supernatural conflict and existential struggle. Jackie Estacado's life is marked by tragedy and violence from the start. Orphaned at a young age, he is raised by the Franchetti crime family, led by the ruthless mob boss Frankie Franchetti. Under Frankie's tutelage, Jackie grows into a feared and skilled hitman, excelling in his role as an enforcer for the mob. His early life is devoid of affection, filled instead with brutality and the harsh realities of organized crime. On his 21st birthday, Jackie's world changes dramatically when he inherits the Darkness. This ancient force grants him a variety of powers, including the ability to create and control shadowy creatures known as darklings, summon weapons from darkness, and manipulate shadows. However, these formidable abilities come with a severe curse. If Jackie impregnates a woman, he will die, and the darkness will transfer to his unborn child.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This curse forces Jackie to grapple with his desires and responsibilities, adding a layer of tragic complexity to his character. Jackie's journey is one of constant struggle. He is caught between his life as a mob enforcer and the burden of wielding the darkness. Throughout the series, he battles numerous foes, both human and supernatural, while seeking to understand and control the malevolent force within him. His character development is central to the series as he navigates the moral ambiguities of his powers and seeks redemption. Before we dive deeper, I want to give credit where credit is due. If you're like me, located within the European Union, and you prefer to read English issues of comics and manga, but it's a constant battle to import these books, I can recommend a great place. Walt's Comic Shop. Located in Berlin, this retailer delivers all the books you could wish for. First orders above €40 will receive free shipping with the code COSMICCOMICCORNER.
There's something for everyone.
Not only do they provide you with amazing pre-order deals, but they also have great customer service and the best packaging in the game.
Manga, comics, graphic novels, big books, bargain bins, pre-orders, merchandise.
It has definitely become my go-to address for everything related to comics and manga. That being said, let's continue with the video. Overview of the Darkness comic book series. The Darkness Volume 1, 1996 to 2001. The first volume of The Darkness introduces Jackie Estacado, an orphan raised by the Franchetti crime family. This series sets the stage for Jackie's dual life as a mob enforcer and the wielder of a dark and dangerous power. Jackie faces off against the Angelus, the personification of light and order, which is the Darkness' eternal enemy. Their clashes are central to the storyline, representing the classic battle between light and dark. Jackie continues his life as a hitman for the Franchetti family while dealing with the supernatural threats that come with being the host of the Darkness. Throughout this series, Jackie's character is developed extensively, exploring his inner turmoil and the conflict between his humanity and the dark force he controls. The Darkness Volume 2, 2002 to 2006. The second volume of The Darkness continues Jackie Estacado's story, diving deeper into his struggles and the mythology surrounding the Darkness. This series builds upon the foundation of the first volume, expanding the universe and exploring new aspects of Jackie's life and powers. This volume focuses more on Jackie's attempts to find redemption and control over the Darkness, portraying his desire to escape its influence and live a more normal life. The series delves deeper into the mythology of the Darkness, exploring its origins and the history of its previous hosts. The Darkness Volume 3, 2007 to 2013. The third volume of The Darkness takes a deeper and darker turn, exploring the full extent of Jackie Estacado's powers and the consequences of his decisions. This series presents a more mature and complex narrative, focusing on Jackie's reign as a mob boss and his efforts to balance his criminal empire with the responsibilities of the Darkness. The series explores the legacy of the Darkness, delving into the history of previous hosts and their impact on the world. This provides a richer context for Jackie's struggles. The Darkness universe has expanded significantly through various spin-offs and related series, each exploring different facets of the lore and introducing new characters and storylines. One of the most significant interconnected series is Witchblade, which centers on Sarah Pezzini, an NYPD detective wielding a sentient artifact of immense power. Jackie Estacado's path frequently crosses with Sarah's, and their stories are deeply intertwined, with the Witchblade having connections to the Darkness. Level. This miniseries explores alternate realities and versions of Jackie Estacado. The comic has been released in the anticipation of the Darkness video game and pretty much parallels what's happening within the altered reality of the game's narrative. From all of the spin-offs this series spawned, Level is by far the most interesting one, and everybody who enjoyed the narrative of the original video game should get something out of it. Accursed. A significant storyline where Jackie attempts to rid himself of the Darkness, only to realize the grave consequences of his actions. This arc delves deep into his psyche, exploring his desires for freedom and normalcy, and the realization of the heavy costs associated with his powers. Pit. A crossover series featuring Pit, another creation of artist Dale Keown. This crossover brings together two powerful characters from the Top Cow universe, weaving a narrative that explores their similarities, differences, and the challenges they face from both human and supernatural adversaries. Shadows and Flame. A one-shot that delves into the history of the Darkness, exploring its origins and previous hosts throughout the ages. This installment provides crucial backstory, enriching the lore and deepening the reader's understanding of the ancient force Jackie wields. Estacado also faced several heroes of DC and Marvel, such as Batman, Superman, the Hulk, or Wolverine. He's also part of Top Cow's Artifacts and Marvel's Unholy Union. The Darkness video game series.
The Darkness.
Expanding beyond comics, The Darkness was adapted into two video games, The Darkness in 2007 and The Darkness 2 in 2012. These games explore Jackie's story further, providing an interactive experience of his battles against both human and supernatural foes. The games are known for their dark, atmospheric storytelling and innovative gameplay mechanics that leverage Jackie's powers. The Darkness series is rich with thematic elements that explore the nature of power, corruption, and redemption. Central to the narrative is the idea of duality, Jackie Estacado's struggle between his human nature and the malevolent force within him. The series often delves into the moral ambiguities of wielding such power and the toll it takes on the host's soul. The curse associated with the Darkness adds a tragic dimension to Jackie's character. His inability to form lasting romantic relationships without risking death underscores the isolating nature of his burden. This aspect of the story highlights themes of loneliness and sacrifice, as Jackie must navigate his powers and personal desires carefully. Top Cow's The Darkness franchise is a cornerstone of dark fantasy in the comic book world. Jackie Estacado's journey as the host of the Darkness is a compelling narrative. The story takes itself serious at times, but also knows when to deliver a comic relief without ruining the immersion the reader will experience. The series' success is bolstered by the contributions of numerous talented artists and the expansion of the universe through various spin-offs and media adaptations. This franchise remains a significant and influential part of the comic book landscape, captivating readers with its dark allure, complex characters, and rich storytelling. It's a blast from the past and radiates a feeling true to the 90s. While the original storyline remains a classic within its genre, fans have been eagerly waiting for this series to return. Just recently, Top Cow announced that a new Darkness series is 100% happening in 2025. The timing for a comeback couldn't be better, especially since Witchblade had its return in 2024. Once again, Mark Silvestri will be in the writer's chair and deliver new adventures of the fan-favorite anti-hero. Even though it has not been announced yet, chances are that, just like Witchblade, the new tale of Jackie Estacado will be a reboot of the series. This way, they could most definitely bring back interwoven stories of both on a regular basis, while hopefully adding a huge amount of new lore. And since the original author is involved, chances are that we will explore the character and his dark companion more than ever before. That being said, there are numerous ways to enjoy the series these days. I'd recommend the new deluxe hardcover editions published by Top Cow Productions and Image Comics. This way you can experience the full story of Jackie Estacado once again, or for the first time. But before we end this video, I'd love to know if you've ever heard about the Darkness franchise before, and if so, what you think of the story. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Until next time.